What happens when you stop giving women free attention? Better question might be, what would happen if you stopped giving a crack addict their daily bag of rocks each day? They would start shaking. They would start freaking out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I need it. I need my hit. I need my hit. Right? Same thing. But when something is abundant, it is less valued. Okay? It is not appreciated as much. So when you guys give these girls free attention and are just mystified when she doesn't reciprocate or she doesn't show any interest or attraction for you, why are you so surprised, right? Why are you so surprised when you are just giving your attention away for free to these girls without any transaction taking place, without getting anything back in return? Not even so much as a smile, maybe. Sometimes a girl might say thank you and just brush you off, especially if she's the least bit cute. She doesn't have to be 8, 9, or 10. She could be a 5, a 6, just have a, kind of like a pretty face, a little pudgy. That chick still gets attention. Even those girls do not appreciate the free attention that you are giving them as much as you may think they are in your head. Why? Because it is not a valuable resource to them. Why? Because it's so abundant, right? Because free attention is so abundant. It's like not placing much value on water. You can go down the store and get a bottled, like bottled water for $1, right? It's just such an abundant resource that you take it for granted. Now, imagine you were in the middle of a desert, right? Just a blazing hot desert. No water in sight. You've been walking for hours and hours, maybe days and days. And then you just happen to come across somebody with an ice cold bottle of water. That $1 bottle of water that you used to see in the store every day, you took for granted, didn't even look at it. It's like, oh, stupid water. Don't want water. Who cares? It's everywhere. All of a sudden, you're in the middle of the desert. There's no water in sight. And then somebody finally just walks by you with a bottle of just crystal cold, ice cold water. All of a sudden, you're like, oh my God, that is the most precious thing on earth. All of a sudden, that water is a very, very valuable resource, right? Why? Because now it's not so abundant. Now it's actually a rare commodity. It's something that's hard to come by. It's something that you don't see every day. Same thing with free attention. Okay? Imagine if men all throughout the world just we all made a pact with each other to stop giving women free attention. What type of impact that would have on the entire female gender out there, at least above a 5 in looks, that would start valuing it. Whenever you paid even the least bit of attention to her, they would be like, oh my gosh, did he actually look at me? Whoa, this guy looked at me. I haven't had a guy look at me in months, years. Whoa. Oh my gosh. There's something really cute about him. There's something really just special about him. There's something about this guy that's so unique. He must be a great guy. He must have a lot to offer a girl. Somebody that I could see myself marrying one day. All of a sudden, the chick appreciates you, right? Chick appreciates you. Why? Because all of a sudden, free attention isn't so abundant anymore, right? Now it's a rare commodity. It's a hard to find resource because the men of the world have decided altogether to just stop giving women free attention. You feel me on this? So understand, when you stop giving women free attention, she will value you more. That's just the law of supply and demand. The less available a product, a commodity, or a service is, okay, the more valuable it is. Okay, the more available that commodity is, the more abundant that commodity is, the less value it has. That's just the way of law of supply and demand works. Giving women free attention it's just not going to have any value in their eyes. Why? Because they get it all the time without having to lift a finger. Thanks to all of these social media platforms where girls can just upload a dumb selfie of themselves and get like literally tens of thousands of followers, hundred thousands of followers, even millions of followers, just throwing them money, right? Just throwing them money because they happen to win the genetic, the gene pool lottery. She didn't have anything to do with that. It was really her parents getting together. She won the gene pool lottery. And here you are rewarding her. Meanwhile, guys who actually are giving value out there, somebody like me who does coaching, self-development coaching, pickup and dating coaching, I can't gain as many followers as a female. I mean, look at even female dating coaches, right? Female dating coaches, they get tons, way more subscribers, way more views, way more likes, way more comments than any male dating coaches. Why is that? Because you got all these thirsty betas thinking that they could get laid by the female dating coach. How do I know that? Because I know quite a few female dating coaches and we trade stories a lot. So I know you're not fooling me. You're even fooling yourself thinking, she just makes sense. She just makes sense. Like, dude, come on, man. Come on, be real with yourself. You're giving this chick free attention because you think at some point in your fantasy that she's going to become your girlfriend, or she's going to, she's going to have sex with you one day. Or maybe it just makes you feel good that you're communicating with a woman online and she's forced to because that's her business. She's a female dating coach. Just understand, when you give a girl free attention, almost never are you ever going to see any return on investment. Okay? You're not going to see any return on investment. The only time you're going to see that is the very, very rare cases where the girl just happens to like you. Okay, will that happen every once in a while? Yes. Every once in a blue moon, you're just going to come across, especially if you put yourself out there enough, you'll just come across these girls that just happen to like you for whatever reason. You just look their way, they look your way. There's just kind of an immediate connection. But 99.9% of the time, that just doesn't happen. It does happen to me maybe a little more frequently just because I'm constantly putting myself out there 4 to 5 times per week. I'm constantly out there gaming, day game, night game. I'm in venues, I'm bar hopping, I'm just doing all sorts of stuff, right? So I tend to come across these girls more than usual. Even then, it's still pretty rare. But the times that I hate this happening is when I'm on a boot camp and then I get a girl that easy because she just happened to like me for whatever reason. I don't like students seeing that. And the reason why I don't like them seeing that, even though it looks impressive, makes me look like I'm a boss, I don't like them seeing that because I don't want them to think that that is normal. I don't want them to think that that's game, because that's not game where a girl just, happens to like you. You just pull the lever on the slot machine and you just happen to hit all sevens, or you roll the dice and you happen to roll sevens. It just doesn't happen all the time, okay? It's very, very rare. Will it happen every once in a while? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Maybe you meet the girl at your work, your gym, or just out somewhere. It'll happen every once in a blue moon. Okay, and obviously the more you go out, the more that will happen. But that is more of an exception than the rule. Just to put it very bluntly, the less free attention, the less attention period that you give any female, the more they will value you. Okay? The less attention you give her, the more she will value you. Even when I'm cold approaching, because I hear a lot of guys who are kind of like newbies or incels kind of say like, oh, when you approach a girl, you automatically give your power away to her, giving her free attention. And no, not exactly, right? Obviously, when you approach a girl, depending on how you approach her, the frame you're coming from, the energy you're coming at her with, especially when you are coming at her with the right frame that I teach you guys in my mastery program, as well as many of my other programs, which is to be free from outcome, to be entitled, and to stay congruent whenever you approach a girl. You're not going to give off those vibes like, look at me, he wants me. Instead, you'll be like, oh my gosh, who's this guy? I can't believe this guy is actually talking to me. I can't believe this guy's talking to me. It's more like she feels like she's winning by talking to you versus the other way around. But I'm not going to get into a pickup lesson here, right? I just wanted to make that point real quick. The less free attention you give these girls, the more they'll value you. And obviously, There are going to be times where you're going to want to talk to a girl, but you're going to have to come at her with the right frame to communicate the fact that, A, you're better than her. She's the one who is winning by talking to you and not the other way around like most chumps. Immediately, like what I teach my students to do is I put the girl in the role of the seller and not the buyer, right? She becomes the seller where she's qualifying herself to me and not the other way around. And at no point am I ever gawking at her, pedestalizing her, just showering her with compliments, even lifting her up in the least bit, right? Why? Because she's a cute girl. She's a hot girl. She gets that all the time. That's the last thing you want to do. Okay? That's the last thing you want to do. Okay? Because sometimes I get like haters go, that's so mean. I should be mean to this girl. It's like, no, dude, you don't understand how a game works. Especially when it comes to these hotter women. They're getting like barraged with free attention all day long. Okay, barrage. Different story if we're talking about chicks under a 5 in look. They really don't get a whole lot of free attention. Like 2s, 3s, 4s. Those chicks, you look at them, give them a little free attention, they'll totally be blown away. You know, some might even be offended because they might think you're making fun of them because they never get attention. If you're going for girls like 2s, 3s, and 4s, you're on the wrong channel, son. What are you doing on this channel? Wrong channel. So, understand, guys. Giving women free attention, big no-no. 99.9% of the time, you are not going to get your return on investment, okay? The chick is not going to all of a sudden turn around and just like grab your phone and put her number in there, or, you know, all of a sudden like pull you home or pull you to an instant date. She's not going to do that. She's just going to be like, this guy paid attention to me. He's a chump, right? Another chump who's checking me out, thinks he's in my league, thinks he could get with this. Right? What do they do? Right? I'm so hot. So hot. Everybody wants me. Right? Instead, you know, just getting back to like how I teach my students to approach, when we come at the girl, even though we're coming at her and we're initiating the conversation, right? We're opening her. That's the term in pickup. It's called opening the girl. We open the girl. Immediately we turn the tables on her. We flip the script, so to speak, and we get the girl to start qualifying herself to us. You know, it could be something as simple as saying, "Oh, I saw you across the room. I thought you were cute." "Oh, hi, Rohi. I knew it. He thought I was cute." "Yeah, you're cute, but you know what? We're in LA. Everybody's cute here. Everybody's cute. There's so many cute faces here, pretty girls, models. It's just, you know, they're everywhere. But what do you have going on besides just your looks? Or is that it? You just have your looks like every other girl in LA. Because most girls in LA, they just have their looks and there's nothing else, right? Do you have something else? I will literally put the girl on the spot. And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh my gosh, I thought he was complimenting me. He said I was pretty face. Now he's categorized me all with all these bimbos in LA that have nothing else to offer but their looks." And then the girl will start like saying, "Oh, well, you know, I graduated from this school and then I study this. Oh, I've got, you know, plans to do this with my life. And, you know, it's not like I only model. I do this too." And, you know, then all of a sudden the girl's qualifying herself, right? You just flip the script. And you're not sitting there giving her free attention like, like most guys, right? Like, "Oh, you're so hot. Oh, I can't. Oh, girl. Whoo. Check you out. So hot. So hot. Huh. Ooh. What I would give just to be with you." You know? And then all of a sudden the girl's just like, "Oh, thank you. Goodbye, chump." Right? That's called having no game. So, stop giving girls free attention, whether you're cold approaching them or you're just out on the street. Don't gawk at them. Don't check them out. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Don't let them win. Don't let them punk you like that. And then just walk away like, "Ooh, yeah, I knew it. Thought I was hot." These girls, they use men for free attention. Constantly using guys to pump up their own ego, validate themselves. Don't be one of those chumps. Okay? That's why these girls don't develop any character beyond that. They're not really, you know, developing their personality because they feel like they could just get away with their looks. You know, it's a very, very rude awakening once they hit 30 though, right? It is. It is. Especially if they don't get married, because then they become the DG. Stop giving them free attention, guys. It will never get you anywhere. There's just no reason to do it. I mean, if you're going to even look in her direction and check her out even for a second, you're actually going to go talk to her. Okay? Don't do it and just like, whoo, you know, and then just keep walking along, because that's being a chump, not being a champ. Right? It's being a chump, not being a champ. If you don't know how to go talk to the girl, that's why you're on my channel. That's why I have my program, 7 Months of Mastery. That's why, quick plug, you need to get in there. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and wrap this coaching video up. So until next time, this is Matt Cross from The 33 Secrets. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Do it now. Also, hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for all you guys who want to support my work and all of this incredible, amazing red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, baby. The hottest women on the planet. Okay, I teach you how to do that in 7 Months of Mastery. And you know what? I have tons, thousands upon thousands of successful students now all around the world. Okay, a lot of these guys often drop comments in my comment section talking about how they're in my program, they've met their dream girl, they've met their future wife. I've had a number of students who've been through my 7 Months of Mastery program already met their wife thanks to my teachings, right? They met a high value, high caliber, hot wife, right? Way above what they were able to get previously before they jumped into my program, 7 Months of Mastery. They were able to get a girl who was much, much more attractive, much hotter, and much higher value thanks to my teachings. And you know what? I want you to become one of them. Even if you don't plan on getting married, find yourself a cool chick, a high value chick, not one of these like low value, like DG single moms, or you know, women who are passive prime or damaged goods or anything like that. I want to teach you how to go out there and get high value women, just like my students are all around the world. You can become one of us, and all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, and it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of high value coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it, and it's the best way to support my work, guys. And thank you very much if you do. I appreciate it. Thanks in advance, and let's crack on out of here.